how do you define success? You know, it's one of those topics that's sort of in the ether, as it were. Back in the 1980s, there was the famous quote by Malcolm Forbes, who defined success as he who has the most toys wins. And I sort of think that's a bit amusing, you know, as an elderly man who was very rich defined success that way. I think in the 21st century, our definitions are a little bit broader and a little bit deeper, but it's always useful to consider, how do I define it? You know, like for most of us, we are so fortunate in that we don't have to worry about where the next meal is coming from, or that we have, you know, a roof over our heads. We're very fortunate to be contemplating issues such as self-actualization towards the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And for many people, the challenges we have are very much considered first world problems. But it's still interesting to contemplate, you know, do I view myself as successful, or how do I define success? You know, nowadays, modern definitions of success for me are more closely aligned with emotional success. So like, how do I want to feel? Like, do I feel, you know, energized, vibrant, enthusiastic? Have I, you know, exercised my skill set today? Have I harnessed my passions and transform them into a profession? You know, do I put my head on the pillow at night with no excessive worry? They're all modern ways of looking at success. For me, one of the key elements to it is, of course, our health. You know, we know the old cliche of our health is our wealth, but if I value my health, am I actually putting time and effort into it? So these are all questions that come out of pondering that question, you know, how do I define success? Because of course it's also interesting to look at the difference between achievement and fulfillment, because achievement is just about the destination, whereas we know life is about the journey. So I hope these few little observations maybe spur you to contemplate how you define success.